Persecuted but not forsaken. The books we need to read this week of study: Ephesians chapter 3 verse 1, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7 to 12, the book of Acts chapter 9 verse 16, the book of Philemon chapter 15 and chapter 16, Colossians chapter 4 verse 9, Philippians chapter 1 verse 1 up to 3, and also Colossians chapter 1 verse 1 and verse 2. The memory text comes from the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 4, and I will read from the book from the Bible, New King James Version. It says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I will say, rejoice." An Adventist pastor imprisoned on false charges spent nearly 2 years behind bars. Though at first greatly perplexed, he realized the prison was his God-given mission field. When his fellow prisoners learned that he was a pastor, they asked him to preach. He did, and he gave out literature too. He even baptized prisoners and conducted communion services. I quote, "At times," he admitted, "it was difficult ministering in the prison, but there was also joy, especially when you saw prayers answered and lives changed." Apostle Paul wrote Philippians and Colossians from prison. If you see this evidence from the book of Philippians chapter 1 verse 7, it says, "Just as it is right for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, in as much as both in my chains and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel, you all are partakers with me of grace." And also you will find it from the book of Colossians chapter 4 verse 3 says, "Meanwhile praying also for us, that God would open to us a door for the word, to speak the mystery of Christ, for which I am also in chains." So these are the words of Paul that gives us the evidence that Paul wrote Philippians and Colossians. In fact, in Philippi itself, after Paul and Silas were unjustly accused, the jailer put their feet in the stocks. And if you read the book of Acts chapter 16 verse 24, it says, "Having received such a charge, he put them into the inner prison and fastened their feet in the stock." At midnight, they were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. If you read the book of Acts 16:25 says, "But at midnight Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them." This verse emphasizes, and it's applied. Truly, they knew how to rejoice always. So this week we will look at the circumstances that Paul faced. He saw a larger purpose for what happened to him, and perhaps we can learn from him when we, as we inevitably do, face our own trials. May God bless you when we are walking through this week of study, and I hope that we will know much more about this. May God bless you.